better off without it.
Peters dribbles that right into a turnover. Miller gets the easy one. Missed 23 games. That's affected their record, their numbers, everything. Nice take by Mike Miller.
And I think he'd have gone. He jumped off 2 feet there. He didn't get the distance that he needed.
Mike Miller losing it, but the ricochet to Warwick, and Miller gets the layup.
Supreme confidence. Got that length, he can finish.
Jackson's got 9. Biedrins has 11. Richardson, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Mike Miller
finally gets a look.
Well, talk about deep. Boards.
Gasol tried to recover, but then he gave up on the play. I think he thought he was going to be stymied.
Now, don't leave Miller when he hits the first one, because another 3 is coming right behind it.
Who's played extremely well, hasn't he?
Yeah, last 2 games for Glenna, 15 points, and prior to that, 23 points.
You know, if you have Wilt inside or you have Bill Russell, you don't need to push somebody. He's got 3 in a row.
Mike Miller, 9 quick, and Memphis back on top. Advantage, but Mike Miller, 3 threes very quickly.
You can see once he starts shooting it, you've got to get up in his face. And Bob, you're right. In theory, don't let him catch it. But they're chasing everywhere. Steven Jackson, Kalina Azubuike, and I'll tell you something. He might hit 3 more before this second quarter ends, especially in transition.
9 of 12 on threes back on January 3rd on our Toyota by the Numbers. This is the man who has made the most threes in the NBA this season. Shoots it at 42%.
You know, I used to think that he was a little one-dimensional, but now I realize the more I see him, I appreciate his value more and more. And then he can just flip it right by him to the open man.
Monte's got 4 assists. Richardson 4 assists to pace the Warriors.
That's pretty good defense there, but gave him too much room. Gave him too much room again. Or gives him a little more range on it, but a slower defender. Miller's got another.
Miller hit another.
It's only a 2, wasn't it?
So Mike Miller now with 18 points, 8 of 11 shooting. He's made his last 5 shots.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh, look at that drive.
Oh, Mike Miller is just taking on the Warriors by himself. Miller's got 20. The tempo quickening, and that's to the Warriors' benefit. Steven Jackson, he's got a dozen.
Miller's not. I'll tell you right now, Miller's dragging. And that'll take away from your shot, too. He's tired. Let's see if he can get it. Yep. This is a shooting clinic. And look at that bench.
And then there's very hot. And Mike Miller beyond. That's going to work out nicely in a 2-for-1. Warriors got the 3. Get the ball last. Miller again, and fouled his leg out and then fell down. Memphis up 5 at halftime. Mike Miller with 24 of their 54, and he got red hot in that second quarter with 18 points at 17 straight at one time.
Well, Bob, he's so difficult to defend. He catches the ball. He can catch it 6 feet behind the 3-point line, and he's going to launch it. And, of course, they're looking for him once he gets it going like that. But I was impressed also that he took the ball to the basket as well. Process along with Monte's 4. They've done a nice job there, but haven't shot the ball well. But Mike Miller, yeah, you see the 3 from long range, but 10 of 14 overall. How about 4 right around the basket, driving with the length that he has, and Steven Jackson has his hands full at both ends. Yeah, this is where Andres doesn't need help.
And Jackson came over, ricocheted to Stoudemire. Miller, the open man, and Monte Ellis made a mistake.
Driving, and there's that little push off, but then he finds Gay inside for the dunk. And he can do more than just shoot from the outside.
The 5 assists tonight to go with his 27 points. 7 Warriors steals. They lead the league in that department.
Deep position, so they come in, leaves Miller open.
He rails the 3.
You just can't give help when you're defending on Mike Miller. Hard to go, and then I go back and cheat a little bit and stay with my man.
Miller, little runner, and he'll get himself to the line. Mike Miller, 30 points on 12 of 18 shooting. 5 made threes.
You know, Peters comes in and he's in no man's land. Tell me what he did to help on Gasol. He got in no man's land, and then he couldn't recover. And to me, that's just a mental error.
So Mike Miller, 5th pick by the Magic. Back in 2000, he won the Rookie of the Year. Gasol, the offensive rebound. Miller, better closeout by Peters there, but
Andres Biedrins. Peters trying to recover in that first quarter. So they slowed him down a little bit.
And he can get him up in a hurry. And a very quick release. Esurance quotes by Prince.
And he's bought 5 of them tonight. 3 in the first half.
Players on the floor with 4 fouls. Andres, Jackson, and Ellis. Miller again. And dropping in another 3. And getting the return pass.
Well, they're not.
Stoudemire back to Miller at 1. And we're going to overtime. Sol, deep position there. Cycle to Miller, who is open. And he drops the 3.
How many times have we seen this breakdown?
Down. Jackson turning it over.
Tried to split the defenders. Risky.
Miller wants it back. And why not?
How's your retention factor, Bob? Good, right? What was my second Nissan key of the game?
Never leave Mike Miller, who's hit 8 threes, has a new career high 42, and Memphis up a deuce. Timeout.
Well, right in the middle. Never leave Mike Miller.
That key has
it's
bedeviled the Warriors.
Now let's watch what happens. The ball down. Let's stop it right here. I mean, here's Steven Jackson running at Stoudemire. Mike Miller all alone. Tried to get to the passing lane. It's too late. That's too much ground for Monte. It's a pretty simple game when you have that kind of talent. And this guy's got it too.
Miller again. 45 in the game.
He's having fun.
9 made threes.
Want to play toward the ball. I need to take another step up.
Stoudemire, Mike Miller with Rudy Gay, Gasol.
Switch on the play.
And Warren. There's Miller shooting a 3. Stoudemire the rebound. He lost it out of bounds.
If Miller hit that one, he'd be Superman tonight.
Somebody and you win. Jackson's got it. And the Warriors get win number 26. And with the tiebreaker over the Hornets, the Warriors actually are now the 8th seed in the Western Conference.